You're listening to Fiction Faeries, two authors chasing joy and creativity. I'm author Christine DePetrillo.
And I'm author Amanda Torrey. Welcome to our podcast where we amplify joy, whimsy, and the magic of the written word. Hi, Christine. How are you doing today?
I am doing fantastically. The sun is shining. It's cold out, but the sun is shining. So I feel like my mind is tricked into believing that it could be warm out.
So you step outside. Make sure you bundle up so you can keep the illusion.
Yes. Although I will say, I walked the dog this morning, and because the sun was so bright, by the time I got to the top of my very long driveway, I did take my hood off. So, that to me is, that's tropical weather if I slowly took my hood off, So I was a little heated. So we'll see.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we're past that dark time now. We're getting towards heading towards spring. I mean, it's hard to believe that because there's I would say in my lower field there's probably 3 feet of snow.
Oh my goodness.
There. But I know that underneath that, all the little living things, the little shoots are getting ready under the soil. So I'm just going to be out there cheering them on. So
I love that. That should be we need a whimsical cheering for the underground stuff.
Yeah.
Ritual.
Yes, I like it. So.
And have you been partaking of our whimsical winter boost?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And I've added on because there's been a stretch of some sunny days where after I do take the dog out and we play, I'm just standing in my driveway and kind of soaking in the sun, and it just feels good. Yeah, it's invigorating. Definitely a mood boost.
So nice.
So yeah, kind of added that on to have it be minute 6. Is a little sunbathing. Yeah, a little winter sunbathing. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So.
And I just want to say a shout out to your mom because you shared that she tried it.
Yes.
And oh my gosh. So hi, Christine's mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
We love you here.
Yeah. Oh, she is number one joyling for sure.
My chair just...
Yeah, what just happened there?
I don't know what just happened. I just shrunk so that I can fit in the fairy door with the mushrooms.
There you go. Perfect. I love it.
See if I can go back up. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of joyful
Don't fiddle with levers.
It's joyful when your seat is all small. Is also an amusement park ride. Oh, goodness. I love it.
Isn't it? I warned Christine before we started filming, doing this, that I ate a cookie before coming on here because I had book club at my house last night and they always leave the snacks. And I'm just done. So apparently I'm a 5th grade student, and if there's a lever on my chair, I'm going to play with it.
Well, I mean, I likened it to you being a gremlin. Don't feed you a cookie in the morning right before podcast filming. That's a mistake.
I have been gremlinized.
Yes.
So,
good.
Joylings, I hope you enjoy our lack of seriousness.
Yeah. Just buckle up, Joylins.
It's only downhill from here.
Yeah. As your chair indicated that it was downhill. So
down.
Anyway,
It's going down.
Yeah. So one of the things we like to do on the Fiction Fairies is share what's in our chalice. And I'm doubting that it's cookies, and I think it's alcohol in Amanda's. But anyway, in my moon mug, because I'm going to true confessions right now. I mean, I call myself a romance author. I call myself a lover of love. And I don't have a single mug that has hearts or love on it. What? I need to rectify this. So, Joylings, if you have recommendations for a love-themed, romance author-y kind of mug, please let me know, because I'm going to call it in
for you.
I have a billion mugs, and not one of them represents love. I mean, I love the moon. Don't get me wrong. But,
that is love. The moon loves you back.
It does.
Follows you everywhere.
It does. But anyway, today I have chamomile lavender tea, which is very soothing. It was spring-like in its flowery scent. So that's what I went with. What about you?
I love it. Well, first of all, I do have quite the little Valentine-y thing. You can't really tell, but this is actually shaped like a heart.
Oh my God,
It looks like a little bum, actually, but it's a little heart. And this was gifted. Oh, I can't really. I spilled tea, so I can't really. But my partner's mother gave me like this set of them, and they're so cute. I love putting them out for book
Yeah,
clubs.
those are adorable.
Wicked cute. Wicked cute.
Yeah.
So, and I'm also drinking chamomile, lavender,
No
like
way.
lemon balm, apple, peppermint. It's from, I think it's like Chapter Tea Company.
Okay,
It's a loose leaf. It's like Dream Another Dream or Dream a Little Dream. I looked at it before coming on here and I can't remember, but it's very delicious.
Love it. Love it. Yum.
And we're just going to be so relaxed with our herbal tea.
That's
we're not going to be going off the rails at all.
No, we already did that at the beginning, so we're all set now.
I have no faith in us.
No, me either. We absolutely will go off the rails at some point. So
yes.
Our main goal with this podcast is to go off the rails. No,
absolutely.
It's to meet authors and other creative people, go behind the scenes into the creative process, build a whimsical and weird community, highlight the power of joy, and find joy in creativity. And speaking of joy and creativity,
what are you going to say?
What I'm going to say is we would love to have you join us for the Whimsy Writer Club, which we talked about in some previous episodes. It is a free online group where you're invited to be weird and creative with us. And we're very excited to do this. Very excited.
So excited. So excited. It's going to be so amazing because we're going to welcome you in to our little joyful tribe where you can be as weird and whimsical and wonderful as you would like.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a quick little lesson, like nothing crazy, just like a little get to know you warming up, sort of let us do our teacher thing, some weird and whimsical prompts with creative time, and a chance to share what you've created if you would like to. Mm-hmm. You don't have to share. It is not mandatory, but I'm a mandatory. Sorry.
I love
old
it.
joke.
I love it. I love that joke. I love that joke.
And it never gets old to me. I'm sure it will to you.
Well, no, every time, sometimes when I type your name and it's like trying to correct, it will correct it to mandatory. And I'm like, no, I mean Amanda Torrey.
Amanda.
Yeah.
It is mandatory that I send this message to Amanda Torrey.
Yes.
Anyway, off the rails again. This is a free community. We just want you to come and hang out with us. So do it. This is your opportunity because you know that you're sitting in the dark winter, or maybe you're on the other side of the world and it's not dark, and we're jealous, and we're going to come and raid your house and take your sunshine. Just kidding.
Yes.
But maybe kidding. I don't know. But this is like, you have probably thought, I would really like to explore my creativity and be more joyful and find like this whimsical part of my life. And we are here as your creativity coaches to say it is time for you to do it. So just come. It's like quick little exercises, nothing major, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We can guarantee some laughs and maybe virtual cookies.
Maybe.
We'll share.
Yeah.
So the first Whimsy Writer Club will be on February 26th, 2026. So you have a couple weeks. At 7 p.m. Eastern time, because we are in New England. So calculate for your time zone, figure it out so you'll be there. We're hosting it on Zoom. So Substack subscribers will get the Zoom link when it's time to the Zoom registration link. So that way, so join the Fiction Faeries Substack and you will get an email directly to your inbox. If you haven't already subscribed, go do that after you listen to this episode, or pause us and go do it. And also, courtesy of our wonderful Christine Fairy, you can find the Zoom link in the show description of this podcast. So go ahead and register.
Yep. So we would love to have you in this club. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think it's going to be a lot of joy. And let's get on with the joy. So Amanda, how did you invite joy into your life since our last episode?
Well, last night I had my book club, which is monthly. I started it a couple years ago. I think I talked about it, maybe on here. I don't know. But I just kind of like sent out a Facebook thing like, hey, who wants to join a book club? And I had like 13 women who joined. And like, so it's like such a wonderful, it's my favorite thing. So once a month, we get together at my house. We have lots of snacks, talk a lot about a lot of things, get a group of women in a room, and there's going to be lots of conversation. And so, yeah, it's very delightful. It always boosts me up. So that was fun. And then my daughter has joined the book club as well, which is so fun because she hangs out with all us oldies and she really likes it. And one of her friends ended up joining too. So it's just so fun having the younger perspective because they're both 29. And so to get that in with us, little bit older people, it just that makes a really joyful, wonderful thing. And then so she stayed over last night and she doesn't have to go to work until like later this morning. So we were able to watch some Ted Lasso this morning.
Oh, nice.
We're so far behind on anything like popular culture. So, we're like addicted to the show. My son and his partner got us into it.
Nice.
And so it's been joyful.
Very
I'm
nice.
talking like a million miles an hour, but I didn't even have caffeine. So.
Yeah, so Joylings, if you listen to our podcast on high speed, Amanda will be even more high speed. So
I might be like spinning up into the atmosphere. And so how about you, Christine? Tell me about your joy and I will shut up.
Okay. Well, I never want you to shut up. So my most recent joy is a very simple thing is that I bought myself a bouquet of orange tulips. And like, first of all, tulips are my favorite flower. I've always loved tulips. And then orange on top of that made it even better. And it was like this nice, like deep orange, and they were a little bit like yellowed towards the bottom. So they were even like sort of multicolored, but it was, I passed by them in the grocery store. They were in a bucket, like first thing when you came into the grocery store. And I was in my mind, like, all right,
welcoming.
Let me go right to where I have to go. What's on my list? So I went over to, I think it was the strawberries, but like I kept like those tulips were like, Christine, we need to come home with you.
Summoning you.
And who am I not to listen to the voices of the tulips?
Listen to the tulips. You have to.
So when I went over to the bucket of them and I was kind of browsing, there was like, I'm kind of picky about the tulips. And there was like this perfect orange bouquet where the bulbs were just like still kind of tight. And like I knew, like I've bought tulips in the past that like, they never open or they open too quickly, whatever. Like I just knew that this bunch was going to open perfectly. So I was like, that's it. I'm getting them. So I took them. They were like still closed, but on their way to opening, which felt symbolic also. So brought them home.
Our blossoming year.
Yep. Put them in a mason jar, and they have been bringing me joy since. They smell like spring and sunshine and like wishes that are about to come true. So, my advice to everybody is treat yourself to some tulips or whatever flower it is that you might like, because they really did like brighten up my house and myself. So
I love that. And they called out to you and you responded to the call.
I did.
And you brought them home. You adopted them.
I did. Yeah. I mean, my wallet was like, no, don't do it. But I was like, shh, don't ruin our joy
don't know
wallet.
about joy.
They don't. They really don't. They are joy killers. So
they really are.
Yeah.
I'm glad you resisted that.
I did. I was like, you be quiet now.
Yes, this is time for my heart is speaking here.
Yeah, I'll listen to you wallet some other time, but not now.
Yes.
So, no, in essence, what I did is like, we don't need milk this week. I'll just have the tulips instead. You know,
you can live without milk for a week. You can't live without joy.
No, exactly.
And to brighten up your home, to bring these flowers in. And there's something about like buying yourself flowers.
Yes.
Even though like we have partners who probably would love to buy us things. Like, there's something very sacred about like doing that for yourself, I think.
Well, and what's funny is that in my Facebook memories around the same time, a couple of years ago, I had bought myself tulips around the same time. And the second thing is I drew, we had like a fresh little powdery snowfall the other day, and I just drew like a heart in the snow. And then that also years past came up as a Facebook memory at the same time. And I was like, that's strange.
Got a little ritualistic stuff going on.
I do. And like, it's one of those things too, like with that heart in the snow, like, I don't really think about it. I was just out there waiting for the dog to like finish whatever he was doing. And I was like, I'll just draw this. And then like a day later I looked and that was a Facebook memory. And I actually, because I had taken a picture of it and I posted it, I think on Instagram. And I was like, oh, is this my picture that I just posted? And I was like, oh no, this is from like 20, whatever it was.
And you probably forgot you even ever did it.
Yeah.
But like, you know what you did there? You leaned into your whimsy.
I did. Yes. I let my whimsy lead me.
I love that.
I highly recommend it. So.
Well, because a lot of times people might be like, I'm not a kid. I don't need to like play in the snow. But you should play in the snow or play in the sand or play in whatever you can play in.
Yeah, well, and especially snow, it makes it all the more bearable if you can play in it at least.
You have to like it. You have to try to like it.
Yep.
Especially living where you live, where it's like snow, 9 months a year or something.
There's a meme that I've shared before too, that it's like, you can hate the snow, but like it's still gonna be there. It's just you know what I mean? It's just you might as well learn to live with it. So, and I don't hate it. I do. I mean, I am at a point now in the winter though where I'm like, okay, enough already. But
it could be, yeah.
And
that's why you're bringing your flowers in, and
that's
like
right.
you're honoring what your inner self needs. You need that beauty. You need that sign of spring. And you brought it for yourself. You didn't just wait for it to happen.
Nope.
You invited it in.
I did.
So, well done. I approve. Well, that's wonderful. Joylings, let us know how you've been joyful this week. We want to hear about it. Big things, little things, we like to hear it all.
Yes, we do.
So, are you ready for our Spirit of Joy topic today?
I'm ready. Pick me. I'm ready.
Today, we will talk about finding joy in celebrating love. Because you may have noticed we are wearing our red and our heart stuff and flowery stuff. So, because we are recording right around Valentine's Day. Right? Yeah, this will come out right before
this comes out right before it. Yep.
This is our Valentine's Day episode. So welcome our lovely, lovely joylings. We want to talk about Valentine's Day. Now, we have a little confession, and this might be surprising to some. I don't even know if we should tell this confession because it might kind of ruin our brand a little bit. But joylings, we're here to be open and honest with you. And so welcome into our sphere of truth. The truth is, Christine and I are both romance authors, primarily. We write other stuff, but primarily that's what we love to write and read. Lifelong, romance fans, right? You tell them. Tell them what we feel about Valentine's Day. Just say it.
Well, I won't even say it. I'll just do this. Valentine's Day.
For those of you listening, that's a thumbs down. And this is crazy. This is crazy. It feels crazy to say it. We love love. We love love. That's the favorite thing. And we love romance of all entertainment varieties. And we love happily ever afters. If something doesn't have a happily ever after, I don't want it. No. I don't want it. Get it out of here. I want my happily ever after. But there's just something about the actual holiday of Valentine's Day, which, I don't know. I think, are we talking about that a little more later? Is that?
Well, I think you and I discussed too that it's it's one day, and it's we love love so much that we want to celebrate love all the time.
All the time. And we don't want it to be a pressured love.
No.
I don't want someone I love to feel oh, this is the day. I have to make sure I get exactly the right gift and plan exactly the right date and all that stuff. I'm let's have our little moments of romance all the time.
Right.
But they, not crazy, big, grand gesture romance.
Right. Simple stuff.
Be a nice, kind person. Love. So, in today's episode, we are going to share some, of course, our other brand as Fiction Faeries, who love whimsy. We will be sharing whimsical ways to show love today. But you don't have to do them just on Valentine's Day. So if you're listening to this episode and it's the 4th of July, you can make your very own Valentine's Day right now. So, do them whenever, do them often. Don't feel like you need that big grand gesture, even though, oh my gosh, we love to read and write those grand gestures.
We do.
But in real life, love is, it can be more subtle. So, small things can be very romantic too.
Yep.
So, whimsical ways to show love. So we're going to go by section. So the first thing we're going to talk about is showing love for a significant other. And then we'll go on to other people in your life you might want to show love to. So some of the things that we would like to suggest is, and of course, this is, us, right? Yeah. Pick the weirdest thing that you love about them. All right. You know that there's something so weird that somebody else would not find as charming. But you love it. You love this thing about them. And maybe write a heartfelt letter or write it in a card or heck on a Post-it note, whatever. And just tell them why you love that and what makes them uniquely right for you. That, just getting something like that, I feel is just really a great affirmation of love and appreciation.
Absolutely. Another thing you could do to celebrate love for your significant other is create a reasons I love you list. And, instead of just one boring piece of paper, you could put each reason on a Post-it note or, some little note and put them around the house for your significant other to just kind of find randomly, throughout the day. Little surprises of why you love them.
That's so sweet. Imagine you just open the medicine cabinet to get your toothpaste and there's this message about
love note. Yes.
A weird thing that they love about you or just anything that they love about you. See, like I'm feeling the romance here.
Yeah, me too.
Another thing we thought would be so fun is to like start a memory jar. Like just grab any container, box, jar, whatever. And on Valentine's Day or whenever you're hearing this, just like, for like a whole year, maybe every once in a while, grab a memory, whether it's like a ticket stub of a date or like just jot down something. You can just write it on a piece of scrap paper, throw it in there. Something that's like a memory that you want to reflect on later. And then, like maybe next Valentine's Day, you like take it out and read it and like see all these wonderful little moments you had throughout the year. And it could be, a big thing like you went on a vacation together, or a little thing like he made you toast and, did it exactly the way you like it or whatever. And,
yeah, I love
very
that.
Special.
I love it because you can like relive those great moments. That's awesome.
And we forget those things, we forget some of those things. So it's nice to have the tangible reminder.
And I like, big and small things too, because it just gets the whole scope of it. Another thing is a do-it-yourself something or other, a handmade candle, a baked treat, a piece of art, something using your own special brand of creativity, because, we love creativity. Whenever, like, creativity is like your passion. So when you're pouring that into something and then giving it to someone you love, like that, I feel like that, amplifies the love. So I know I love getting like do-it-yourself stuff. So.
Especially because it's like something important to them. Yeah. I mean, I just picture, like, I think of it like a grandmother making like a quilt. Like isn't that the thing you want to like wrap up in? Like, that's just like, that she put love into it. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a physical like manifestation of the love. Yeah. Love it.
All right, then another thing, kind of simple, you can create a playlist that tells your love story. Like what songs may remind you of certain events in your relationship or in your story that you have created together. Like what things remind you of your partner, or what things reflect how you feel about your partner, and just like compile it. I mean, we could go the mixtape route. I hear these things, I'm making a comeback.
Love the mixtape. Love it.
But, you could make a playlist on Spotify or one of those, streaming platforms. And if you want to get weird, which we of course approve of always, maybe add a little interpretive dance to some of these songs.
Love it. Do you know what? I just pictured the husband doing interpretive dance, and that alone brings me joy, I have to say.
Especially if it's like a slow love song, so it's like a little like ballet.
Oh, even better. Love it. Love it.
So fun.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is to give your significant other the chance to rest. Don't underestimate the power of rest as a gift, folks. Handle responsibilities so they don't have to do errands, cleaning, organizing, whatever. And you know what? To make it whimsical, wear something fun while you do it. I mean, and don't be afraid to be like really top notch, like weird. Like if you're going to grocery shop for them, do it in a hula skirt. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Or get yourself some fairy wings. Highly recommend the fairy wings.
Doing dishes in these things. I mean, you're guaranteed to elicit a smile.
Yeah,
or a call to your psychiatrist. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, rake leaves in the front yard with your wedding dress on. I mean, just do it. You know what I mean? Yes. The weirder, the better. I think.
I mean, spice things up with some weirdness, right?
Yeah, do it.
Like for sure. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love it. So how about like doing something unique? Love coupons maybe for a date night, maybe a special massage, maybe like, hey, you get to pick the movie tonight. I can make a little cute coupon book. Those are always kind of fun. Maybe like a scavenger hunt with like small notes that lead to a gift or an experience. So, give them like a little hunt to follow around the house, it could be clues they have to solve to get to the next point, and then at the end they get either the gift, or you say, hey, we're going for dinner at this place, or we're having a picnic out in the yard, or whatever. Or like plan something for the future, because like there's something about being able to anticipate a trip that actually really like triggers that dopamine. A trip, a project you want to do together, a shared goal, like whatever it is. If like you have always said, I really want to go to one of those rage rooms where you get to break a lot of stuff. Like, hey, plan it, plan it and tell them like, hey, we're going, set the date.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Now, when we started this topic, we may have sounded a little jaded about Valentine's Day. But, if you want to re-spark your relationship, Valentine's Day is a good jumping off point. Like it kind of gives you an excuse to, get romantic if you feel like the romance has taken a back seat. So you can have some simple ways to reconnect with your significant other. Just kind of, being fully present and listening deeply, expressing gratitude for the everyday things that they do, physical affection, holding hands, cuddling, intentional touch, saying I love you in a new way through words or actions or an effort of some kind. Just kind of like taking the idea of mindfulness and pouring that into the relationship to re-spark around Valentine's Day is a good ignition point, I think.
Yeah. I love that, especially like if you do feel weird about like that kind of thing, because like if you feel uncomfortable stepping out of like your normal routine, especially if you've been together a long time or if things are feeling a little tense, Valentine's Day kind of is the perfect opportunity because like love is just all around you. There's this expectation of love and grand gestures, so it might not feel as weird or like as out of the blue if you're really needing to kind of reconnect in that way. So, and then who knows, maybe it'll be like, the best year you've ever had as a couple.
Exactly. Yeah.
So moving on from significant other, because we've shared a lot of ways to spoil them and to hopefully make yourself happy in that as well. But we moved on to the part that Christine and I had like zero problem coming up with ideas. Your pets.
Yeah.
We love our men. We love you. We love you.
We do.
But oh my gosh, your pets.
Yeah.
Pets, your doggy. If you have kitties or whatever you have, and it like please send us pet pictures.
Oh my God, yeah.
We love unsolicited pet pics.
Absolutely.
The only kind.
Yeah. Any kind of pets too. Any kind of pets. I mean, I've had cats, fish, dogs, lizards. I mean, I love it all.
My favorites when I was a teenager were rats. I love pet rats.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Oh my gosh, they're so smart. Like I don't want one like coming in from outside into my house, but like
no, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so good. So, number 1, spend uninterrupted quality time with them. Put down your phone. Tune in. I mean, who doesn't do this anyway? I'm sure we don't have to tell you this. Like, pets are a distraction, but like lean into it. Just focus on all those.
Yeah. Well, I think the no phone thing is important because I know even with me, like I spend a lot of time with my dog, don't get me wrong, but like the trying to catch pictures of him sometimes can be like an obsessive thing because like everything he does is adorable. So I'm like, oh, let me take a picture of that. Let me take a picture of that. And then it's like, well, I don't want to have our relationship through pictures. Like he's right here, right now. Let me just play with him. And when he was at a training program, one of the key things that the trainer said was like that spending time, like that interaction and creating that bond is like the biggest thing in terms of getting behavior that you enjoy from your dog. So it really did make a difference. But another thing you can do to celebrate love for your pets is to talk to them in your happiest voice. I mean, you know the voice, Joylings. If you have pets, you know the voice.
The voice that will drive everybody else crazy, but your animal will love it.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, I love that. And then, like, learn or respect their love language. Do they love play? Do they not love play? My dog will not, like, play with toys. He's not a playful dog. So, I mean, I do try, but he loves being close, though. Like, he loves snuggles. Routine might be their love language. Maybe, sticking really with their routine is a great way to show love. Or giving them space if they need it. Like, not all animals want us to be all over them as much as they want to be, but respecting that space is also a good way to show love.
Yeah, picking up on those cues because they give them off just like people do. So
they do.
Letting them choose the activity that you're going to do, whether it's a walk route or a toy or a nap spot. I know sometimes for me, like we get stuck in like this is where we're going to walk, and I can sometimes see that maybe he wants to veer off and go this way instead, different, and maybe for Valentine's Day, go ahead and go that way instead.
Oh, that's nice. See, my partner's so good about that. Like, he lets the dog lead everywhere. Me, if I try to take the dog for a walk, which I don't usually do because I like to be out walking, like, and he is definitely a sniffer all the time and won't walk over, like, bridges and things. But, so, like, when Jim takes them, they meander. They like Brody, my dog, just leads the way, and so he is very good at that love language. I could use some work on honoring that in my dog. So this is helpful advice. Thank you.
Yeah, I too, because I mean, while my dog likes a fast pace, as I do, I'm a very fast walker. So the two of us are out there like power walking. But like, I do know that there are some times where he's like, let's power walk this way. And I'm like, no, we're going this way.
Yes,
so,
yes, I have my...
Yeah.
I love it. So another idea, you could make or buy healthy treats that your dog loves for your dog. But also maybe when you're doing that, make an extra batch or buy an extra box and donate it to an animal shelter. Like, what a great way to show love for your pet and to acknowledge like that your pet has this wonderful life with you, and some pets don't have that. So like giving them a little treat might be just a nice way to let your heart kind of expand into that.
Yeah. Get to the larger pet community.
Yeah.
I like it. You could give them an old t-shirt or an old blanket of yours to kind of snuggle up with. Just getting that like scent and that sensory love going.
Oh my gosh, they would love that so much. Extra belly rubs and cuddles. Nothing else needs to be said about that.
Nope. And then a final way is to donate to an animal shelter in your pet's name. I think that's a good way to show love.
Really good way. Yeah, you definitely honor. Like your pet might not realize that you're doing it, but it definitely is a good bond. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, now moving on to kids. How are we going to show our kids we love them? Now, this is my favorite part. I love Valentine's Day with kids. It's so fun because they're so, like, joyful and excited and just, you know, I'm a nanny 2 days a week. So, like, I still, even though my kids are all grown, I still get to, like, kind of have this fun stuff. So, number one, I would suggest, we would suggest spend one-on-one time with each kid on a special date. Like if there's more than one child in your family, like they love that. They love to just be the center of attention. And it doesn't have to be going out somewhere, although that's really fun. If you don't have somebody to watch the other children, or you just don't have time, a little like, okay, we're going to spend time in your room alone having a little tea party. Or we are going to, just you and I are going to go over here and cook this meal together or something, and then just take turns. And, you know, it's very, very special, and they'll always remember it.
Yeah, getting that one-on-one time. This next one is similar to with a significant other, but you can also write little love notes to your child and what makes them special on heart-shaped notes, and leave them around and really be specific. Like, just drill down again on what you really, some particular feature, trait, something like that, that you love about your child, because that will really resonate with them.
You'll probably keep that forever.
Yeah.
Now, this is a fun thing, like, for the whole family, and it's something that I've done with my nanny kids, where you make, like, a little paper mailbox, like, just out of, you just take a piece of paper, glue another one to tape it, and just to make, like, a little slot, or however you want. Use a box, use a jar, whatever. But you're making, like, a little mailbox for each person in the family. And then if you do this ahead of time, or you can do it throughout the whole month of February, whatever, you just, like, throughout the period of time that you're having it out, you just write, everybody in the family writes notes or draws pictures and delivers them into each individual mailbox or jar. And it's just such a joy to give them and, like, watch the person open their mail and read the thing that you wrote. And it's also so wonderful to receive them. Like, you get, like, if you're a parent, you get to, like, see what your kid thinks about you, and, like, they say the sweetest things. And if they're too little to write, either somebody in the family could help them write, or they can just draw a picture, scribble, whatever, wherever they are with it. It's going to be special to you forever. So highly, highly recommend it.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great idea. That was a great idea. Another one is do a creative project together. So, with a significant other, we said, make them something creative. But here it's taking the creativity and combining it with some togetherness, some quality time. And, make something, whether you make something together, bake something, or you paint something, or you build something. I mean, it can be as simple or as complicated as you want, but just kind of finding joy and creativity together.
And it's so fun too, because, like, if it's, you could either invite them into something you're interested in and they'll love that, or go into something they're interested in and they'll also love that. Like, it's a win-win.
Yeah, win-win. Yeah.
Love it. So this one, you might want to block your ears, Christine. I don't know if you'll like this one, but it's a very special time. Break a routine. Break a routine. I know, they don't have to do it all the time. Kids thrive on routine, or so I'm told. But like a little thing, like have dinner as a picnic on the living room floor. I mean, come on. You're not going to do it every night, probably. Maybe you do, and that's awesome. Maybe you don't. If it's like a special time, like they're going to remember it. Maybe have your dessert first. I mean, you don't have to do it all the time. Like I said, it's a special day. Have dessert for breakfast or whatever. Like, just like mix things up a little bit, you know? Make all the food pink. I don't know, you know, whatever. Like,
why not?
You could just have a theme, you know, cut out heart-shaped sandwiches or pizza or whatever. Like, there's so many ways that you could just kind of break a routine, make it very special, give them something to look forward to. Of course, I'll always recommend, you know, edible glitter. I'm sorry, Christine. Gotta say it.
Breaking a routine plus glitter.
I know. What am I doing to you? But
I don't
know. Gotta have that whimsy.
You're pushing me to my edges. It's good. It's good.
It's love. It's love.
It is,
I'm like,
it is.
just
right. I feel it. Yeah. Another thing you can do in terms of kids and celebrating love is have like a showcase night, like a talent show vibe, you know, where your children can talk about a topic they're interested in. They can perform something, share some artwork, just really kind of, you know, a little show. Like, and again, that kind of puts a spotlight on something that's important to your child and kind of gives them a chance to shine and have them see you appreciating that. So that goes a long way.
That's wonderful. Oh my goodness. There's so many ways to make kids feel special. It's so great. And then like plan a yes day within reason. All right. But like try to say yes, like tell them, or you don't even have to tell them. Maybe don't tell them because they might really push it. You know, can we go to the moon today? You know?
Yeah.
But like, just like when maybe your like default would be no, or maybe, or not today. Try to just say yes and see what happens. Like watch their faces just change, and then at the end of the day, you could be like, oh yeah, we had a yes day, you know, if you want to, or never disclose it, you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe leave them to see if they catch on too. They might catch on after a series of yeses. You know, they might be like, hey, what's going on here?
Right? Be like, can I have a cookie before dinner? And you can be like, yes. You know, like just can we go to the park before we do homework? Yes. Just whatever, you know, just let them.
Joy. And I really like this one. Write them a letter that they can read when they're older. So it's not necessarily something that you give them right on, you know, a current Valentine's Day, but like write it on a Valentine's Day, put it away, and then, you know, have it come out at a later date when it'll be meaningful.
I wish I did that when my kids were little. That would be so magical. Do that. I love that. And then like this is a really important one, I think, and this is kind of getting a little serious, but like reconnect. Sometimes I think parents do lose connection with their children the same way we do with partners and friends. And like it's normal. Like that's something that happens. People get busy, things happen, like, but like this is like a good opportunity to maybe reconnect. And you know, there are ways that can be very, very meaningful that will impact your relationship for the rest of your life. Like apologize when you make a mistake. Like you're modeling for your child how they should relate to other people. Like you apologizing is going to feel really big. Like, hey, we all make mistakes. I apologized to my kids a lot, you know, like if it was appropriate, you know, like not like for securing a boundary or whatever, but like if you do, you know, apologize. It's good. Hug them often or respect their space if they prefer it. Don't force the hugs, but be available for the hugs. I am like not as like I am a huggy person now. Christine is like, I know you're like saying. No. I didn't grow up as like a very like huggy person. I think my mom was not a very huggy person. She's very loving, but like not. But I definitely made more of an effort to be like physically affectionate with my kids, even if I wasn't really that. And you know, and now I like live for their hugs. So definitely do that. Make eye contact and smile when they enter the room. Like don't take for granted that they're there with you, like because they're not gonna always be, you know, and like life things happen, and you just like every moment you have is like a moment to reconnect, like to connect, like have that connection, like show joy when you look at your child, like that's you know when they walk in a room, you can look up from the whatever you're doing for a second and just greet them, like that's wonderful. Celebrate their effort, not just the results. If they're not everybody's going to be great at everything, but if they're trying, praise that. Be consistent. They feel loved through safety and routine, except when you're breaking routine to have dinner on the living room floor. Yep. That will also help them feel loved, but routine is really sacred. And laugh together. Like, this is like you're sharing a life, and you're sharing this life together, and joy is a love language.
Absolutely.
It really is. Like, it may not be in the official love languages, but we are making it a love language. Like, showing joy really makes people feel good. So,
yep. Definitely. I love these. So let's move on now to showing love for your friends. I've been seeing some posts and things about like Valentine's Day, and I love that sort of vibe too. So a way to, a whimsical way to show love for your friends is to check in with them and like truly ask how they're doing, and then listen and listen, just to listen, just to be present with them. So
then, like, respect their boundaries and honor their growth. I think that's, like, a really big one. Like, people change. We have different stages of life, but, like, respecting what somebody needs from you or what they're willing to give to you at that time is really good for preserving a friendship, even if it's on pause.
Yeah. And validate their feelings without trying to fix everything. I know, like, a lot of times it's hard to do that. You kind of hear what someone is going through and you want to try to help in some way. Somewhere along the way, I read somewhere, and I can't remember where, but it was kind of like, when a friend comes to you and is unloading some heavy stuff, you can kind of do do you want to be helped, hugged, or heard? And it sort of kind of like sorts through, like, what are they looking for, as they're telling you this? What's the need that they have? And I think being present in that way shows a love and a respect for them.
That is so brilliant. And honestly, like, it's only now as I have been entering my crone years that I've realized that people don't always want me to fix things for them. And I have a lot of regrets. So if my friends are watching this, I apologize for always trying to give advice and fix things when I can't. I will listen. I will ask if you want to be, what was it? Helped, hugged, or heard?
Hugged, or heard. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to.
It's a good one.
Learn that mantra.
Yeah. Well, and I think sometimes for some of us too, like, it's easier to try to help someone else with their problems than to try to help ourselves too. So, like, it's kind of like this natural inclination to be like, oh, you're having a problem, let me help you solve it. And again, that might not be what they need. So.
Or like something you have been through, you're like, oh, this is how I fixed it, but that might not be the way that they need to fix it.
Right. Yeah.
Not all fixes. Anything to fix.
Yeah, I would say, well, and not all fixes are universal. They don't work for everybody. So.
Yeah. Totally true. I think this is a fun one. Like, share a photo or memory from whenever, like, with your friend that you had together, and explain why it still matters. Like, what a great way to cement, like, that bond of your friendship.
Yeah. Again, it's like kind of reliving that moment, which I love. Showing up on time and then following through on things that you're going to do. No, shame. No shame. This wasn't about you. This wasn't about you, Amanda. It wasn't.
Christine keeps me, she makes sure I follow through.
In a loving and joyful way.
Very loving and joyful way. She's never mean to me, which I appreciate.
No, it usually the text usually begins with, since I'm already being annoying.
And I'm like, you are never annoying. Never annoying.
But but I mean, it's that showing up on time and following through shows that other friend that you love them and appreciate them, and
you're respecting their time and their efforts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And celebrate their wins loudly and genuinely. Like,
I love that.
We all want to be celebrated, right? Like, it never gets old. It's such a beautiful thing to be able to honor, even if you feel like envy or anything like that, like, which is also normal, but like do that for them. Be your friend's cheerleader.
Yeah, I was just going to say cheerleader. I mean, I think our partnership, that's one of the best things. It's like, where we're trying different things and just having the other person go, yeah, do that. That's great. And it just gives you
so happy
such...
when, like...
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Say thank you for things that they've always done. Sometimes we take our friends for granted, and it's nice to take a moment to appreciate things that they do for you, like, on the regular. So.
That's so true. Yeah, I don't want to let that go unnoticed. And hey, take a spontaneous trip or like a mini adventure. I mean, it could be an awesome trip that involves an airplane or a big snack run at a convenience store. But it could even just be like a little trip, like, hey, let's go check out that art museum, or let's go hear that live band that's playing, or let's go for a walk together. Could be anything, but just like plan it like spontaneously.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Give it a go.
I love mini let's go see a band adventures. Those are my favorite.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. All right, our next category is showing love for yourself, which is also important for Valentine's Day. Yes, as indicated by my earlier joy of buying tulips. But
That's perfect.
speak to yourself with kind, patient language. And that voice in our heads can be very unloving. So that's on Valentine's Day, and again, essentially every day, but on Valentine's Day, really give that push to turn that voice into something that's positive. And you can, actually write yourself a love note, put it on your bathroom window, mirror. And, when you're getting ready and you see that, and that's a note to yourself. And, Amanda, you had said this idea of video pep talk, which I think is brilliant. Just kind of give yourself a little voice note or a video note, and then you go back and you watch yourself opening up your heart to yourself. And I think that's wonderful. That's a wonderful
It's
idea.
Scary, but it's powerful. I have started doing this.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, it's just for you. You're not posting this. You're not sharing it with anybody. You're sharing it with yourself. And I think that's brilliant. Brilliant.
I love it. And hey, forgive yourself for past mistakes, right? Like, you were doing your best, like, we do the best we can in the moment that we have. And then if we learn from it, awesome. But like, pick something very specific. If you need to like release it, if it's something very heavy, something that's like really weighing on you, maybe like write it down and then just destroy the piece of paper that you wrote it on. Burn it, tear it up, flush it down the toilet, release it, move on, make amends if you need to, and correct the behavior so you don't move forward doing this. But like, don't beat yourself up for stuff you can't change. Just change it moving forward.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, like kind of learn the lesson from it and then move forward.
So
yeah.
You do not have to feel shame forever.
No. Set aside time to take care of yourself physically and plan to do it as often as possible, daily if possible. Things like prioritize rest, real rest, not just collapsing after you've pushed yourself too far. Eat nourishing food that you actually enjoy. Move your body in a way that feels good, whether that's walking, stretching, yoga, kickboxing, whatever it might be. Drink water and care for your body like it matters. I mean, treat yourself like a plant, basically. Take
don't
a slow...
tell me that. I can't keep plants alive.
No, you had a lot of success
Outside.
Gardening. Yeah,
I did, but not like houseplants.
Take a slow shower or bath and be present. A slow shower is like one of my favorites. I don't really love baths, but a shower, like just, being in there with the steam and like just that rinse, like, I mean, yes, you're physically cleansing yourself, but I feel like you just can clean your inside, like right down to your soul with that kind of stuff. So.
And the creativity that comes out.
Oh, yes.
Or like a bath, like with some Epsom salts, maybe like some loose leaf tea in the bathtub, like some chamomile, a candle, like,
This is where we pause and we go do that, and we'll come
I know,
back.
let me go take a bath. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be
Pause.
much more chill.
Yeah.
Now, this is like the epitome of what we represent here. Like the thing, some of these things we're going to say now. Like, revisit a hobby that you love. Or try something new that you've always wanted to try, like perhaps the Whimsy Writer Club on February 26th.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
Spend time in nature. You knew we had to say it, even briefly. I mean, just get out there and be with the trees because, yes, feel love for yourself, but those trees will feel love for you too. So definitely outside in nature, do it.
Do it. And hey, take yourself on a solo date. Maybe it's in nature. Maybe it's to a movie by yourself. Do not underestimate the power of being alone. I know a lot of people are really freaked out about that idea, but just trust me. We can do like an episode on this sometime.
Yeah,
because I've learned a lot over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We're going to write that down. But do it. Just take yourself on a solo date. Yeah,
I recommend that too. I wouldn't have said that before, but I do now. Yeah, definitely. Creative things I'm proud of list. I've heard about like gratitude journals and things like that, but why not a list where you're like, hey, go me. I think that'd be a great list.
Absolutely. And like read it often. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then end the day with gratitude for yourself. Yeah. You do a lot of things for a lot of people, right? Like, and be grateful. Be grateful that you are the person that you are. And maybe be grateful for like the things you're inviting into your life that nurture and honor you.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, so now we're going to jump ahead to our Valentine's special of sharing our ideal Valentine's Day date for the romance authors who don't love Valentine's versus our characters' ideal Valentine's date. And I'm going to try to do this brief. My ideal Valentine's date is literally like me and Jim in our comfy jammies that we've probably worn for like the last 20 years on the couch, binge watching a show that we need to catch up on with like Chinese takeout and just like enjoying each other's company. That's it. Oh, and he will place the order. I will drive to pick it up with him in the car because he doesn't love to drive and I don't love going in to pick it up. So he goes in and picks it up. That's our love languages. I don't have to put on pants. I mean, like pajama pants. I'm not going out like in my underwear. I don't have to like put on a bra. Like it's like pure like this is comfort and like maybe topped off with like some really good conversation, like something intellectual or whatever. Like that would be ideal. My characters, on the other hand, they love like the big stuff, you know, like, well, they love all the like romance. I guess it depends on the character, but like usually in a romance novel, it's going to be extra romantic. He's going to really pay attention to exactly what she likes and make it all happen. And the grand gesture is going to be huge and very romantic. And it might involve like the whole town witnessing it or something very public, which I would kill my partner if he did something very public like that. But I love to write it. How about you, Christine? What was your idea?
No, very similar. My characters, too, love the grand displays of love, like the public proposals with everybody watching, the custom-made engagement rings, like very personalized plans that have like this big significant meaning to the couple, like all of that. My characters love that.
Yes.
Me, on the other hand, like I don't like being in the spotlight like that. No way. If a date involves a cocktail and a shoulder massage, like I'm happy. You know, like that sounds great to me. What I do share with my characters, however, is that if the date somehow involves like going outside. A lot of my books are very outdoorsy, so like, you know, if you know, it's like let's go for a hike and then, you know, like you said, let's get into our, you know, comfortable PJs and binge watch a show and have a favorite food and, you know, so and for me too, like if there's music involved, I'm in, and if there's laughter involved, I'm in. So, but yeah, those big grand things, no thank you. But quiet, simple, naturey things, sign me up.
And I don't want anything expensive. I'd be like, no, if I'm going to spend that much money, I want to pick like what I want. Like it's going to be a trip somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably by myself. But like
I'll add to
But like I love the hike thing too. Like we love to hike together. And like last winter we went on this beautiful, beautiful winter hike. And like it was just like so amazing. So yeah, I'll add that. I'll steal that from you.
Yeah. And Joylings, we'd love to hear about your perfect dates. If you want to share that, we'd love to hear that. So,
and if you love the big romantic thing, we want to hear about it because like we do live for this stuff. We just don't know it personally.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we're not poo-pooing those big grand things. We love to watch it, witness it, hear it, but we just don't want to be starring in it. That's all. Yeah. So we thought also in this episode it would be a great place to talk about, tease about our favorite first kiss scene that we've written. So like for me, in my most recent release actually has one of my favorites in Protect the Soul, which is an enemies to lovers trope. So in this, Joshua, the main character, and Sylvie, the heroine, they are, you know, work enemies. They spend more time glaring at each other and being snarky with each other than anything else. But Joshua rescues her from a blind date at this Bear Belly Tavern, which is a kind of a local hotspot in Greenridge, a small town here. And Sylvie, you have to know about Sylvie is she's like not somebody that wants to be rescued or really even needs it. I mean, she totally had the situation under control, but, you know, Joshua seeing her on this blind date that isn't going well, something kind of like clicks in his brain.
Protective hero activated. good.
Yes. Yep. And so, he goes over there and, tries to rescue her when she doesn't need rescuing, and things get a little, let's just say, heated, and it leads to one of my favorite first kiss scenes. So if you want to read my favorite first kiss scene, you can grab Protect This Soul. The link is in the show description, and it is book 4 in the series, but they can be read, as a standalone. But I think you'll enjoy this first kiss for sure. What about you, Amanda? What's yours?
Gosh. I'm just stuck thinking about yours. I'm like, love it. So I picked from my book, So Complicated, which is a book in the Healing Spring series. I can't remember which book. It might actually be book 4 also.
Oh.
Book 4 or 5. Interesting. I don't know. I can't remember. But it can be read alone, on its own. The series is just the setting. There you can read them out of order. But what I love about this one is actually their first kiss is not the one that I'm going to talk about, because their first kiss was like a fake kiss. It was like, he asked her to fake kiss him in a bar to keep these other women away, kind of thing. Because they're best friends. That's important. So they're best friends, and they've never really seen each other in this way or whatever. But something does change in that, where they're like, oh, I shouldn't know how he kisses, But it's not like a real kiss at that point. But later, when it becomes a real kiss, it's I feel like the anticipation of them realizing that they're exactly right for each other, and kind of the payoff is, I think, really powerful. I'll just say that. And it of course complicates things tremendously.
Of course.
But they have the fake dating thing going on later, because his mom is dying, and her wish is to see him happy, and so she fulfills this with him, and it just becomes very embroiled, and it's I think a very nice, passionate scene, but it also very much he's very careful to make sure she's consenting, to kind of take her go along with her what she's comfortable with, but they both sort of get lost to that passion, and you'll have to read to find out what happens next.
Love it. So that's So Complicated. I like it.
Complicated. It's very complicated.
Yeah, and the link to that is also in the description. So, folks, really, if you want some good kissing scenes, that's where you're gonna want to head to those show notes. Yeah. So we thought also in this episode would be a good little fairy kitchen moment. So whatever you might be making or eating for Valentine's Day, and this ritual goes really well with soup. I'm just going to say that, but you can do it with anything, but it goes so well with soup. So you can infuse whatever you're making with our fairy kitchen love ritual. So here we go.
We're putting on our witches' hats.
Yep, exactly.
Activate the kitchen witch.
I love that you stirred too. It really is the soup is it, man.
That's natural.
So you're going to light a red or pink candle in your cooking space, thinking grateful thoughts about your loved one. You're going to play some loving, joyful music, or any music that might be appropriate for you and your significant other, or whoever you're having a meal with. It can be kids, pets, doesn't matter. Whatever fits.
Works for anybody you love.
Yeah. Choose a special vessel to cook in, a favorite pot, a pot that's been handed down from an ancestor, a pretty pot. Select purposeful ingredients. So maybe ingredients that have some good memories for you, or maybe you take a look at herbs like rosemary to spice things up, curry for romance, or good memories is rosemary, spice things up is for curry, romance, maybe some cinnamon. You can research herbs, find what speaks to you and whatever goals you're putting into this meal. Thank each ingredient as you gather it. Thank you for nourishing my family. Think happy, loving thoughts as you add the ingredients. That's always my favorite. To really just pour those positive thoughts in there. You're going to stir the ingredients with intention in a Deosil direction, which means clockwise for you unwitchy folks. You can even, while you're doing that, chant a little bless this food, open our hearts, strengthen our roots, grant us longevity for a healthy life of love together, all while you're stirring. Simmer and visualize your bonds growing and tightening, and then the last step would be to serve with love as you put it into bowls or on plates. Whisper a good wish for the eater. And that's our Fairy Kitchen Love Ritual.
Oh, I love it. It's so powerful because, like, I feel like when you pour your love into something you're making, you can taste it, you can feel it. I
Yeah.
just love it.
Well, and then when whoever's eating it is
Yeah.
literally taking that into their body, and I think that just really solidifies it.
It's beautiful. I love it. Definitely do this. And you can find this Fairy Kitchen Love Ritual in a graphic, which we made for you. The download link is in the show description. So you can, like, print it out, stick it up on your wall, and, like, hey, you don't have to do it just on Valentine's Day. You can infuse love into your food anytime.
Yeah, and feel free to, like, riff off that. You don't have to do it exactly like that. If you something else has significance to you, go for that as well and add to it. So yeah. So and with rituals, let's shift to spells now with the Sprite spell.
Yeah. Sprite spell.
Yay! Now, last time it was just a simple subscribe to our Substack, particularly so you get the details for the Whimsy Writer Club happening on February 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Be there or be square.
That's right.
I'm an 80s girl.
Yeah. And then, if you did that, I hope you did, you still can do that. And the benefit of joining our Substack is that you'll get the Zoom registration link for the Whimsy Writer Club delivered right to your inbox. So it'll be right there. You don't have to go looking for it. It is also in the show notes, the show description. But if you're listening to this podcast after February 26th and you didn't get to come to the first Whimsy Writer Club, sign up for our Substack anyway, because we're going to be doing more things. And this also gets the podcast right into your inbox. So, become an official Joyling by joining the Substack.
Yes. Join our tribe.
Yes.
And, like, honestly, like, if you're a professional writer, come play with us. This is just fun. Like, this isn't work. This is fun. If you like to just write for yourself for fun in a journal or little short stories, or you just have always been, someone who dreams up stories, come. It's fun. Yeah. If you've never written before, but you love to paint or to create music or whatever creative outlet you have, come, because this is just another way to play. Like, a lot of writers will paint something even though they're not necessarily good at it, just to, like, get the creative juices flowing in whatever their specialty is. So, like, just come. This is for everybody, anybody. It's just meant to be playful and fun and to sort of unlock that creativity. So
just be weird and creative with us. That's the invite. That's the invite.
Absolutely. Yep. And hey, like, we all need community, right? Like, this is a good community to come and we'll build one together. Yep. So moving on to this week's Sprite spell. I'm very excited because our Sprite spell for this week is Seduce your Muse. That's right, my friends. Romanticize your creative spirit. So we're going to get into it here. Ready? All right. So slip into something artsy. What makes you feel comfortable to create your art? Maybe it's something silky. Maybe it's flannel. I don't know. Maybe it's a smock. Get into it. It's fine. Get your favorite treat to keep your brain stimulated. Stimulate those brains. Mm-hmm. Add a comforting beverage to get in the mood. Could be tea. Could be gin. Could be chocolate milk. Nobody's going to judge. Whatever's going to get you in the mood for creating. Get cozy glammed. Wear something comfy yet luxurious. I would love to see what you come up with because I'm really curious. Like, maybe not your rattiest sweats. Maybe newer ones.
Your fancy sweats.
Yes, your fancy, fuzzy socks, not the ones that have holes in them.
Yeah. Or maybe your sweats where the top and the bottom actually match.
Oh, who has those?
I don't know. I hear that there are people that have that. I don't know. Yeah.
Or, hey, when you had your wedding dress on to go do your grocery shopping or whatever, to clean your dishes, whatever you were doing in your wedding dress, maybe you're going to sit and be creative in this when you're seducing your muse. Add something whimsical. Maybe put a little glitter makeup or some fun jewelry. I mean, get whimsical. Bring it into your space. Even if you're sitting in a room all by yourself, that does not mean you can't have fun. You absolutely can. Maybe light a candle. That could stimulate something, get those senses going. Lubricate your skin with some decadent lotion. Maybe it smells delicious. Maybe it feels lovely. My hands are so dried out. I'm touching them and I'm like, yes, you need some lotion.
Definitely.
My muse would love to not have paper cuts every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Play some music for atmosphere. We're seducing that muse. We want to make her come out of you and like be ready to help you create whatever you want to create. So we're going to do all of these things to seduce your muse and get it on with your creativity.
I heard some music just then when you said get it on. So I love this. I love seducing your muse. I think this is genius.
I think it really goes in with the self-care too, all these things are going to make you feel good. And when whatever your art is, sewing, knitting, writing, photography, painting, but dancing, whatever it is, you can seduce that muse and
Absolutely.
let her out.
Yeah, she wants to be seduced.
She is clawing her way out.
Yes, love it. Love it. So, we'll see how you did with this new sprite spell in the next episode. And Joylings, tell us about your progress with any of the sprite spells from any of the episodes. You can comment wherever you listen or watch the podcast, or DM us on social media. You can find each of us out there. Our links are in the show description and on the About tab of our Fiction Faeries Substack, which is another reason to subscribe to the Fiction Faeries Substack.
You really don't want to miss out, honestly.
No, of course not.
So, I think that's it for episode 10. If you enjoy... I know, 10! We're in double digits now!
I know.
We have to, do some kind of celebration for ourselves. And our joinlings, perhaps. If you enjoyed the Fiction Faeries podcast, which why would you not? Hit the like button, subscribe. These things really help us. Find us on social media. Leave a review. That would be really super helpful. And, of course, tell everyone you know about the podcast. Forward this to them. Share it with them. If there's a clip that you really enjoyed, let them know. That really helps us grow, and it helps for us to build the community, and it helps you to just spread more joy and enjoy all of the things that we're talking about.
Yep. And if you're a creative person and want to be a guest on the Fiction Faeries podcast, or you're a listener with suggestions, there are forms in the show description and on our Substack to contact us.
Love it. All right. So we want to hear from you. But now we'll leave you with the Glimmer Challenge of asking you to find and spread joy today. Farewell, Joylings. We're waving our wands.
Farewell, Joylings. See you next time on the Fiction Faeries podcast. Bye.